let's build our character of who we want to be with these lottery numbers that we're going to play. All right. So I said this is a good position to be, the center position. So let's do that. Let's start right here with the position of 7. What else do we want to do, right? As a person on this earth, we have the balance to start with. So that means we're going to start right here. What else do we want? Do we want some love in our life? That might be good. Do we like this positive tone? That might be good too. So if I was building a character, and again, this is just me, right? This doesn't mean have to be for everybody, but let's just say I want some love and I want this feeling of something positive, right? So if I'm building my character, the first thing that I said, I want this balance feeling. Second thing I said is I want love and that something positive in my life. That's a good thing. Well, to balance this out, what just happened? I just floated my character over in this direction, right? This is a 6. What am I going to have to do to balance it out? I'm going to have to put some wants in here, okay? Because we are walking this direction. We're losing this balance, so we have to balance it back out. We might even put 2 of these wants, all right? So to start with, what do I want to do, right? If I'm going to be a nice person on this planet and I have this love that I just wanted, I might want to share some of that love, right? I might want this concept to share some of this love, right? So I might put want, and I want to share. Do I need somebody to share it with? Of course, man. If I'm building a life, I don't want to be on this planet all by myself. Now I might want a person in this life to build it with, right? So now I have 35, right? So this is starting to make sense. You guys, what am I thinking about? I want to keep making sure that this path that I'm walking is always in my thoughts. I don't want to forget my place, right? I don't want to forget this balance feeling. I do not want to stray from this knowledge. So I might put this path, this direction that I have, I might want to put it in my thoughts, right? I want to have that in my memories. I want to make sure that I don't lose this place. All of that is in here now. What can I do with it? Now I can get some of that love that was stored and some of that sharing, right? Now I can be a loving, sharing person. If the universe is sending down a request, it's going to send it to the person that you are going to become. Because if it doesn't, it's going to send it to the old person and it's going to get a return to sender, right? It's not going to get to you. So this would be who you actually become. So if we can all buy into that process, right? If all of this is making sense, if you were to spot check this, right? Guess what this is? This is the winning number from last night, right? The 7 in balance. That makes sense like we were just talking about. Wow. Loving something positive. That is making sense. We were explaining why we would want that. Wanting somebody to share it with. Yeah, we were talking about if we are here, we would want somebody to share all of this positive love with. But we would need a person. So we want a person to share it with. Ta-da! That's what the universe knew. What else did it say? Remember I said this direction that we're talking about. We got to put it in our thoughts. That was the winning number as well. Sharing something positive or share the message. Spread the word. Now that we have this knowledge, it's our job to take that love and send that message to everybody else that keeps watching this process.